Your caffeine intake. Do you know how much caffeine you had yesterday? Take a moment and figure that out. Remember this, the average cup of coffee is about 100 milligrams of caffeine. That's fine. Now your pre-workout, a nice one might have between 100 and 200 milligrams of caffeine. Why does caffeine matter so much? Because you're trying to lose belly fat. Your adrenal glands, they sit on top of your kidneys. They're also responsible for cortisol. Caffeine can directly impact these adrenal glands. That will throw off the regulation of hormones like cortisol. Increased cortisol is more center section fat. So the constant consumption or overconsumption of caffeine can cause you to actually get fatter, especially in that midsection. So be mindful of your caffeine intake if you're on a real goal of metabolic health as well as body composition balance.
No. Increased cortisol levels doesn't by default mean you'll gain body fat. As a matter of fact, cortisol plays a crucial role in triglycerides mobilization. That means it plays a direct role in fat loss process, but no, cortisol isn't an evil hormone people are making it to be. Cortisol is primarily a regulatory hormone. It regulates other hormones and physiological processes. Also, when cortisol levels are elevated alongside the adrenaline, it leads to increased energy expenditure. Basically, any kind of physical or mental, any kind of physiological stress leads to acute increase in cortisol levels. Chronically elevated cortisol levels, on the other hand, can be an issue of a sort, but as long as you're not in a caloric surplus, you won't gain fat, no matter how elevated your cortisol levels are. Oh yeah, virtually all the available research indicates positive relationship between increased caffeine intake and weight loss, fat loss. Obviously, that's because caffeine directly affects energy levels, therefore expenditures. So increased caffeine intake, chances are your expenditure will go up too. So no, high caffeine intake or elevated cortisol levels aren't what makes you fat. No, not specifically around midsection either. Excess caloric surplus for a prolonged period of time is. Where the fuck do you find those guys?